Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Relax as I tell you this amazing story about greed and betrayal. Hope you'll enjoy it. In a quiet town where faith was the foundation of life, Pastor James was a man of honor, respected by all. His son David was seen as the golden child, charming, intelligent, and deeply involved in church activities. But behind the perfect image, David harbored greed, masked as ambition. Kemi, a devoted church member, was a single mother struggling to provide for her young daughter Tolu. She worked tirelessly as a seamstress day and night, believing in hard work and God's providence. One Sunday after service, David approached her with an opportunity. Sister Kemi, God has laid it on my heart to help people grow their finances. I've started a business of importing goods from overseas. If you invest, I promise you'll get double your money back in just a few months. At first, Kemi hesitated. She had spent years saving, hoping to give Tolu a better life. But David, the pastor's son, was trustworthy. Or wasn't he? She thought to herself. Encouraged by his confidence and the church's respect for him, she handed over all her savings. Months passed and David's promises turned into excuses. The shipment is delayed. The market is slow. Just a little more patience, Sister Kemi. It was from one excuse to the other. Kemi grew very anxious. One evening, she visited David's home, only to find it empty. He had vanished. There was no traces of him anywhere. When the truth surfaced, the church was shaking. Pastor James was ashamed of what his son had done. David had swindled not just Sister Kemi, but several others. He had been living lavishly off their money, gambling it away, chasing a life far from the humble teachings of his father. His fall was very swift. Authorities soon caught up with him. His father, devastated and disgraced, could do nothing to save him. The community he once thrived in turned their backs on him. He had to let the law take its course. Kemi was heartbroken, but she refused to let despair consume her. Though she had lost all her savings, she still had a skill. With nothing but faith, she started sewing again, this time with a renewed sense of purpose. One by one, people who had heard of her struggle came forward. A woman gifted her fabrics. An old friend loaned her a shop space, and a customer introduced her to a big buyer. Slowly, she rebuilt her life. Many years later, Kemi was no longer the struggling woman who had been deceived. She had built a thriving fashion business, sent Tolu to a very good school, and was now in a position to help others. One day, while in her shop, a familiar figure appeared at the door. David. He looked nothing like the confident man she once knew. His clothes were worn out and tattered, his eyes filled with regret. Kemi, he said, voice shaking. I'm so sorry. I was blinded by greed. I lost everything. My family, my reputation, my freedom. I know I don't deserve it. But Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Kemi looked at him and smiled, the weight of the past pressing on her chest. She had hated him once, cried over the betrayal night after night, but now she looked at him. She had nothing to say, but something moved inside of her. It was peace, and she knew he didn't have peace. So she said, I forgive you. As a matter of fact, I forgave you a long time ago, David, she said softly. Her eyes brightened with hope and with smile. David looked at her and said, thank you. His eyes was filled with hope once again. But, Sister Kemi continued, her voice very firm, forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. I won't let you back into my life, but I hope you find your own way back to the man you were meant to be. David nodded, tears falling down his face. He had hoped for redemption, but he realized now that some things could never be undone. Dear subscribers, trust is earned, not demanded. Betrayal may break a person, but true strength lies in rising again. And forgiveness, though very powerful, does not mean one might open the door to those who shattered them. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, click the like button, and leave a comment. I hope this story resonated with you in one way or the other. Stay good. In this world where goodness is actually very hard to find, and be vigilant and smart so that you don't get deceived by greedy men. See you next time. For now, bye.